Hey guys, this is Soul Horizons Tarot. We are doing part 2, the extended version, love reading for the sign of Gemini. This is a collective reading. It is not a personal reading, so if it doesn't sound familiar, if it does not fit your situation, it is not your story. If it does resonate, feel free to leave a like, share, subscribe, and or comment on how it resonated for you. And if you're wanting a short version, this is not the reading. Same title, but it will have short in the title. Check that one out instead. This is for those of you that maybe came from the short version and want to see more, or you like the long readings, because that's what this is. Alright, so let's get started. And I need to cancel this. Restart. No, cancel. Go down to 38. There we go. Alright, so we're going to start. This is your side, you Gemini. If you're a cross watcher, this is still Gemini's side. This is your person's, whether that's past, present, or future. It's whoever is most on your mind, the person you're curious about. This is the energy between the two of you, and this is the future direction as well as the overall, which we'll cover at the end. Alright, so you currently have Virgo, or Hermit, which is Virgo energy. You are in the Hermit right now. Individually, you are in the Hermit. So let's look at that. Tell me about Gemini's current energy situation with the Hermit, please. Tell me about Gemini's current energy situation with the Hermit. Tell me more about the Hermit for Gemini's current energy situation, please. I'm not taking those two. One at a time, please. Tell me about Gemini's current energy situation. Alright, one. Okay, there we go, two. Just for shits and giggles. Let's see which one flipped. Seven of Wands. Alright, you're taking time for yourself and you're defending maybe a boundary that you set. You feel like it's a necessity, it's well deserved, or it's something that you just want to protect at this time. You feel very strongly about this Hermit energy, which is, isolating for the purpose of figuring something out or giving yourself time, space, time to figure out the wisest course of action, to heal possibly. The Hermit can talk about seeking counsel, advice, or aid from someone who is wise, whether that's a counselor, a therapist, or someone that has the experience and the knowledge. Or it's about internally investigating that on your own, seeking internal wisdom. With that Seven of Wands, you feel quite strongly about needing that time. You could be kind of, the Seven of Wands can sometimes be a little bit defensive, but maybe you have good reason to hold your ground here. That's basically what that Seven of Wands is strongly opposing or being very stubborn or just not budging when it comes to what you know is right. You feel correct with the Seven of Wands. You feel like you have the high ground. So tell me one more with the Seven of Wands and the Hermit for Gemini's current energy situation. Tell me one more with the Seven of Wands and the Hermit for Gemini's current energy situation, please. Do one. Two. And three. Ten of Wands. Okay, it could be because you have a lot on your plate at this time. Matter of fact, I'm going to move this out of the way. I don't know why I didn't already do that. You have a lot already on your plate. You have a heavy burden, you have a heavy weight to carry, or you have a lot of obligations, responsibilities, duties. You may be trying to take a break from that and escape it. Not necessarily like abandon your responsibilities, but just needing time to reflect, to internalize, to heal, to, I mean, some of you may be like taking a vacation or something. I want to see why you're so strong, set, why you're so set here with the Seven of Wands. What are you defending against? Or who are you defending against? Why is the Seven of Wands here for Gemini? Why is the Seven of Wands here for Gemini, please? Why is the Seven of Wands here for Gemini, okay? You could be defending your own happiness or your own journey to happiness. You could be protecting your heart here. Some of you may be defending a new connection. Or you could be even, let me get that out of the way, kind of deflecting love at this time. Like guarding your heart, basically, but yeah, also deflecting any advances towards you from others. Okay. Tell me about the Hermit for Gemini. Tell me about the Hermit for Gemini. Tell me about the Hermit. 1, 2, 3. The Hierophant. Okay, yeah, some of you feel inclined to follow what you feel to be good or best for yourself. That is Taurus energy. So Hierophant and the Hermit is kind of like a journey to find. You may be looking for spirituality or religious practices, or you could be holding to previous beliefs. But it definitely feels like internal seeking of wisdom, or you could be doing externally, like seeking it out. Tell me about that Ten of Wands. I feel like a lot of you feel like weighed down, or maybe even exhausted, physically, mentally, emotionally exhausted. And this is why you need this time, and why you're so adamant about it. It's because you know that it's what's best for you. It serves a higher purpose here. Tell me about that Ten of Wands. What is that Ten of Wands for Gemini? 1, 2. Actually, I had 2 cards pop out. Both of them 8s. 8 may be significant for you, which we are in July, moving into August. So some of you 88 may be significant, or the 8th month, or the 8th day of the month. Possibly 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 years. Something that has been weighing you down for that long. Some of you may feel trapped or too invested into what you've been trying to build here, and you don't see a way out of it. This is something that you have pledged you've taken this as a burden of choice. This has been a choice, but you also don't feel like there's any way out. That's something that's on your mind, and you feel burdened by this. Not to say that you don't enjoy your work, or you're not pleased with what you have maintained or built, but just that the time that you've taken to get where you are, something about that is you're needing time and space to figure out how to move forward. What's next? You know, the Hierophant can be very strict. It can talk about sometimes, you know, unyielding pressure, outdated belief systems, or very restrictive, whether that's self-restrictive or external restrictive, society, culture, religion. Alright, so let's move on. Tell me about Gemini's feelings for this person. How do they feel for this person with that Knight of Wands, please? Some of you are sitting on a choice. Tell me about Gemini's feelings for this person at this time with the Knight of Wands. Tell me more about that Knight of Wands. That's Aries, Leo, Sag. Ooh. Queen of Cups came out, but she came out in the reverse. That's interesting. Some of you may feel like there's not really anything left here as far as love. You're still attracted to this person. There's still some chemistry or magnetism. You're still drawn towards this person, but it's like the love is what is suffering here. Maybe your heart is what you're guarding regarding this person. That Seven of Wands is right over the Queen of Cups in the reverse. The Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, she is very loving, very intuitive. She's one of the most expressive of the queens, other than maybe the Queen of Swords, but she's more so wait and see. The Queen of Cups is not afraid to express how she feels. With her in the reverse, this could be, you know, expressing some negative qualities. Whether that's pain, you know, hurt, or unhappiness. But with the Knight of Wands here, if I didn't already say, that's Aries, Leo, Sag. This could still be, you know, you're still physically attracted to this person. It's just, like I said, the feelings are what are suffering here. I'm going to see why she's there after I finish clarifying this. Tell me one more with the Queen of Wands and the the Queen of... I just had the Six of Swords come out. Same card that was here. One more with the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Wands for how Gemini feels for this person at this time. Tell me one more. One more with the Queen of Cups in the reverse and the Knight of Wands for how Gemini feels towards this person, please. One more. That's one. Two. And three. Queen of Pentacles. So basically the same card that came out for what's going on between you. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I don't think this person is a stranger to you with that Queen of Pentacles. And if they are, you feel something could be solid between you, but what I'm feeling from this is like there's a safety, there's a feeling of safety with this person or towards this person, but your feelings, your emotions, your heart is what is in question here. You still feel drawn towards this person. You may feel, you know, still physically attracted to this person. You still enjoy the rush of something about this connection, or the chase, or the hunt. With the Queen of Pentacles, you know, this is building on the abundance of it. So you could still feel like there's value in building with this person. But again, it comes back to that Queen of Cups in the reverse. To put that bluntly, that could be like struggling with finding ways to be in love with them. Like, you love them, but you're not in love, or you're just struggling there. So I do want to see why she's in the reverse before we move on. Why is that Queen of Cups in the reverse for Gemini's feelings towards this person? Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Why is the Queen of Cups in the reverse? Oh gosh, really? This is the third time. I did the pre-shuffle for you and she came out twice. So this is the third time. It could be that some of you are not listening to your intuition when it comes to this person, whether that's good or bad. Some of you may be ignoring your intuition. Something about this connection could be twisting your intuition, your intuitive knowing, your foresight, your gut feeling. Others of you may be harboring this secret that you are falling out of love, or you're not sure if you can bridge that void that's building here, your feelings towards this person. You may have a secret knowledge that you are, you know, you're not expressing the fact that you are struggling in that department. Tell me about this Knight of Wands. Not with that deck though. Tell me about this Knight of Wands. Okay, Queen of Swords. You feel like there's still more to find out. There's still more, you're still curious, you're still looking for, inspecting or evaluating. With that Queen of Swords, that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, so that is you. There's still something you want here. It could be clarity, but I think with that Queen of Cups and the High Priestess, Pisces, Cancer energy there, with that High Priestess, it's like you're, and again with the Hermit as well, it's like you're going within to seek it. Tell me about that Queen of Pentacles. We got a lot of queens here. You have the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. Alright, sorry, I was distracted. Tell me about that Queen of Pentacles, please. Tell me about that Queen of Pentacles for Gemini's feelings for this person. I need to speed this way up. Way up. Tell me about that Queen of Pentacles. 1. Alright. Jesus, now you have all the queens on deck. Some of you may be dealing with more than one person, or you're all over the place with this person. We have the Queen and the Knight of Wands again. Some of you could be dealing with a third-party situation here. Well, there's several people involved. Or you're literally like feeling everything. But it's kind of a mess. It'd be messy. But I do feel like you still see more. You're still intrigued. You're still excited about this person. With that Queen and Knight of Wands showing up. The Knight of Wands especially showing up again. There is physical attraction here. And there's something to build on from that. It's just the heart department that you're struggling with. And it could be like if you are, you know, committed already, or you are, you know, maybe you're coming out of something recent, you could be struggling with, is this a good idea to pursue or to continue to? Alright, so let's move on because I'm already running way behind. Tell me about that Six of Swords for Gemini's thoughts and feelings. What are your thoughts and feelings about what's currently going on between the two of you? How do you think and feel about what's going on? Okay. What is that? The Chariot. Cancer energy there with the Six of Swords. Some of you could literally, there could be travel, movement involved. Tell me one more with the Chariot and the Six of Swords. It's two cards of travel. That's why I say that. Alright. And what is this? No freaking way. Six of Swords in the reverse. I think you are struggling with, maybe there is, like, you travel back and forth to see one another. There's a great distance between the two of you, and how you can build something because of that. Maybe one of you travels for work a lot, so, you know, there's a period of time where you don't see one another. Or it could be that you go back and forth, literally, between needing space and then wanting to return. Or maybe they do. You see them as going in and out. They're in and out of your life, or they're in and out of your energy. You could be the one that's doing this, though. I'm not sure who is on that side. You could need space and then return when you feel it's safe. And they do feel a sense of rejection. That's their feelings towards you. So maybe when you leave, whether it's physically, literally, or figuratively, and you mentally escape from them, they feel like you are creating, you know, a challenge there to truly connect. The idea is to progress this forward and move things forward, but you or they keep going in and out, back and forth, needing time away, needing time apart, and then wanting to come back. Alright, so let's look at your person's current energy situation. Let's look at your person's, okay, look. What is Gemini's person's current energy situation with the world, please? What is this person's current energy situation with the world? What is this person's current energy situation? Okay, so I'm not feeling that one, honestly. It came out weak anyway. What is this person's current? Okay, no. Not two at a time. Yeah, they could be kind of struggling too. Tell me about this person's current energy situation with the world. Gemini's person's current energy situation with the world, please. One. Oh, he came out before. Page of Cups. That's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You also have Capricorn and all the fixed signs: Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius. Let's see what else. They could be starting something new here. Following a curiosity, following their heart. Closing out a chapter in order to begin something new, something that maybe it's a creative thing. Tell me one more with the Page of Cups and the World for this person's current energy situation. I feel like I'm getting this new explorer, exploring something new. Tell me about the World and the Page of Cups for the Gemini's person's current energy situation. One. Yeah, some of them have started a new venture and they're trying to build on it. Try that again. 1, 2, there it is. Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords. Okay, so yeah, they're going towards something that they also feel pretty strongly about. It's almost like their heart's in the right place, but they need to iron out the details. They may be doing that, but with that Page of Cups, I get this sense, and the Knight of, this was the third pool. So this is like, again, that exploratory, curious, entrepreneurial, like that's the energy I'm getting. Opening, they may be like, you know, networking or starting a new business or going in a whole different direction. Let me see, what is that Page of Cups? No, I'm not taking 3. Good Lord. All major arcana. Now, this is something that they feel called to do. Maybe a dream that they've had since they were a child. Something they've always wanted to do, explore. Tell me about this Page of Cups. This could be music, some talent, innate talent that they want to explore. Tell me about this Page of, yeah, yeah, it's like they want to release and take a chance on this. They're ready to start something new here. They have a lot of energy behind this. And it could be, like I said, it could be something creative, but whatever it is, it sparks something within them that really pushes them to see this to completion. I could get more, but I'm already running way behind. So that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And she also had Aries, Leo, Sag with that Knight of Wands that came with. They're taking action towards something here. And it's about closing an old cycle to begin a new, or just beginning a new chapter. Tell me about this person's feelings for Gemini. Oh, damn. Yeah. I don't know what you did or if their feelings are valid here, but they feel betrayed by you, neglected, abandoned. It kind of feels like you broke this person's heart. That's their perspective of it. And this could be that they know that they did this to you. But 10 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles, that's a heavy loss. Tell me one more with the 10 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles for this person's feelings towards Gemini. Tell me about one more with the 10 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. One more. Okay. 7 of... Yeah, they're reevaluating something here. You guys may have been in a relationship, whether that's long-term or not. But they're reevaluating this connection and their feelings for you. I do feel like you guys are not strangers to one another. You're both pulling Pentacles, and they're pulling the 7, which could... the 7 of Pentacles could be that you guys have already built up time invested. But with the 10 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles, this did come to an end. They seem hurt. Their feelings might not be there anymore, or their feelings are just hurt. Or maybe they understand that they messed up, but that's not the energy I'm getting. No offense, Gemini. I'm not trying to rag on you, but at least that's their perspective of it. Tell me about how they think and feel about the current situation between them at this time? How does Gemini's person think and feel about what's going on between them at this time, please, with the Fool? Tell me more about the Fool. How they think and feel about the current situation between Gemini and this person, please. Tell me more. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. There's confusion here, a lack of clarity, delusion or self-delusion. Uncertainty at most. And I think because in the first, or the short version, the Fool did come out, but he came out in the challenge position. He came out sideways, which talks about a challenge. The Fool wants to take a chance. He wants to take a risk. He's usually, you know, very ambitious, very optimistic, hopeful, sometimes a little overly hopeful, or a lack of forethought, takes unnecessary risks. But with the Seven of Cups here, I think there's an understanding, because this came out in the challenge position, they do have times where they want to take a chance, they consider it, but then they pull back. And I think that's based on the Seven of Cups, is because they don't have clarity. Maybe they're seeking it out, or maybe they know that it's not that simple. The Seven of Cups says that there's too many options on the table. Not that they are encouraging other options, or not encouraging, entertaining other options, just that there's too many risks. There's too many risks. Or the risks aren't known. Tell me one more with the Seven of Cups and the Fool for their thoughts and feelings about the current situation between Gemini and this person. One more with the Seven of Cups and the Fool for how they think and feel. I do feel conflict here, internal conflict from this person. Tell me about Seven of Cups and the Fool here. They go back and forth, kind of like your energy did. Very similar. Six of Swords in the upright, and then also in the reverse, in and out. Theirs is more back and forth. Tell me Seven of Cups and the Fool. 1, 2, and 3. 4 of Wands. Oh boy. Okay, what I'm getting from this is there's a safe choice, there's a safe bet, there's structure and stability, and to go towards you, they would be leaving that behind. They would be going towards uncertainty. In their mind, from their perspective, you are not a safe choice, or you are not a choice where they can know that there would be stability. And they're all bent out of shape about it. Because they do feel a pull towards you. They do feel drawn. In certain moments, they think, I'm going to risk it all. I'm going to, take a leap of faith. And then they pull back because they know there's a safer choice. And safer might be just not acting towards it. And that's why they go back and forth. The safe choice versus you, which they see as uncertain. Okay. You know, the Fool too, because he didn't show up in the reverse, he could feel like maybe the risk is worth it, because there is a chance for stability, but the energy I'm getting, especially because of their feelings towards you, is if there was a home situation, like you did share a home, or you did have a marriage, or you did have a stable commitment, that's in question now. They could have been the ones that created this, but it feels like from their perspective it came from you. You created the uncertainty. You created the instability. Okay, so we're going to move on to what is between the two of you. These up a little bit. Okay, bring you back in. Alright, so what's going on between you currently? Your mutual energy situation between the two of you is the Queen of Pentacles. That is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Tell me what's going on. What's going on between, we had the Page of Wands, but I'm putting that back. What's going, oh my goodness, I'm not taking two. A lot of wands. What's going on between Gemini and their person? Tell me more about what's going on between Gemini and this person. What's the current energy situation between the two at this time with the Queen of Wands? What's going on between Gemini and this person with the Queen of Wands, please? Five of Cups, Two of Pentacles. What was safe and stable and abundant and growing, possibly even, again, a marriage or children or home. What once was dependable about this, it is now touched with loss, grief, remorse, sadness, shame. And the Two of Wands brings an imbalance here. It is creating imbalance. Whatever this is that was lost. Okay, that's looking back on what was done, what was said, what was not done, not said, and being stuck in that feeling of having lost, being stuck in the past, not in the present. Okay, 1 second. Dismiss. Go back up to 40, and I'm gonna do the switch over real quick. Don't go anywhere. Alright, we good on this picture? Yeah. Alright. So yeah, instability here. Based on this feeling of loss, regret. Tell me one more with the Five of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. One more with the Five of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. One more, please. Okay, Queen of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. There's still love here. about... No? Okay. Tell me about that Queen of Pentacles. What does that represent? Who or what does the Queen of Pentacles represent for the current energy situation? Who or what does the Queen of Pentacles represent? The Fool again. Very similar energies here. And you also had the Fool for how they think and feel. Pisces, Aries, but mainly Aquarius. So I think to get back to the safety and security of what you had or what you were working to build, it would take a chance. It would take somebody taking a risk. Or somebody did take a risk, and that's what created this instability. Somebody might have made a foolish decision here, and that's why the regret came out again. Tell me about that Queen of Cups. Tell me about that Queen of Cups. You know, one of you may have made the decision to create something here and now you regret. You regret taking this chance with this person, possibly, and creating a life or creating something solid or long-term. I'm not feeling that as strongly as a risk was taken and can't be taken back. Tell me about that Queen of Cups, please. Oh, I never pressed start. Tell me about that Queen of Cups. 1, 2, 3. Star. Aquarius again. Yeah, there's still a hope for the future, though. From one of you or for both of you. Based on that Ten of Swords that came out, and the Queen of Cups in the reverse on your end, I think something was done where the question is, can it be healed? And I feel like it's a question of, is this something that we or I, whether that's you or this person or the both of you, want to take the risk despite the fact that there is loss, something that created instability, imbalance. Possibly there was a lack of prioritization, proper priority. It does feel like you're trying to heal it, but at the same time there's a recognition that it is a chance. A chance is being taken here. We are taking a risk in trying to heal this, in trying to reattain what was lost, because there was something lost. We are feeling it with that Five of Cups. We are feeling the loss of what we had. And I feel like with that Queen of Pentacles, it was the stability, the safety, the security. Some of you, you might be financially struggling, and that's something that created an imbalance. A job was lost, or a career, or, maybe not a big hit, but anyway, let's move on. Tell me about the strengths of a connection between Gemini and this person. What are their strengths as a connection, as a couple? What are the strengths? Like-minded individuals working to a common goal, where abundance, fertility, growth, expansion together, fairness, balance, I think generally you guys are very honest with one another for the most part, and not that you never lie to one another, but there is a feeling here of trust, mutual trust with that King of Swords. And you usually don't get that from the King of Swords, but just the imagery of the cards and being surrounded by butterflies, and then she's got her little wreath of flowers. There's also commonality here and like-minded pursuits and understanding, intellectual. You both might be intellectuals. Tell me one more with that King of Swords and the Empress. Fair decisions, decisions are made equally. Like nobody takes the lead here or takes power over the other to make a decision. Tell me about one more with the King of Swords and the Empress. These would be the strengths if you work towards it, though. Not that they come naturally. And you do have a natural affinity towards this, but it's not like it doesn't take work. Tell me about the King of Swords. This could be potential strengths as well that you haven't unlocked yet. Tell me about the King of Swords and the Empress. Is the strengths between Gemini and this person as a couple? What are their strengths here? The biggest strength with the King of Swords and the Empress. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo. Or, sorry, Taurus, Libra. Tell me one more with the King of Swords and the Empress. One. Okay, there it is. Okay, so swords on both sides. So I think you have common interests. You like the same things, or you like talking about the same things. You're both curious-minded. You want to learn more. You want to expand your knowledge. And also a sense of freedom and exploration. Like you would give each other the space to find your own interests and go in different directions while still growing together. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius again. You give each other room to grow so that you can grow together, is what I'm getting from that. There could be an age difference, but it works here. Or there's a difference in experience versus inexperience. You're similar, but dissimilar in complementary ways. Alright, tell me about the challenges. What are the biggest challenges and obstacles between Gemini and this person as a couple? What are the biggest challenges and obstacles between Gemini? Alright. Yeah, Ace of Cups. The love is taking a hit here. Somebody may have betrayed somebody's heart or trust. One more with Ace. Oh. Excuse me. One more with the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Swords, please. One more with the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Swords. One with the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Swords, please. For the challenges and obstacles between Gemini and this person as a couple. One. a second. Alright, sorry about that. I got a sick little boy. Alright, so the challenge here, I feel, is forgiving or healing whatever this Ten of Swords was between the two of you. Whether or not that's happened yet, and I assume it has because of their feelings towards you, is that you broke their heart, or you abandoned them, you neglected them, you rejected them in some way. There's a lack of healing here, or a lack of smoothing things over, balancing back up, actively participating in the healing process or in the forgiveness of one another, self. It could be that some of you are coming into this with an already broken heart on their end or your end, and it's not the right time for the two of you. But I feel like because of everything that showed up, that you two, this is between the two of you. That Ten of Swords, that betrayal, that defeat, that loss, that heavy heartache or hardship. And the Ten of Swords is about complete and utter defeat or something ending. And it's about bringing something back into, and with the Ace of Cups, and you were the one with the Queen of Cups in the reverse, I feel like your feelings aren't where they need to be, or your emotions towards this person aren't where you want them to be. Okay, so that's Sagittarius energy, by the way. We're going to move this out of the way and scoot this over a little bit so we can look at the future direction. That is going to be a challenge, is trusting again, or healing, or forgiveness, or patience, or all of the above. Perhaps there's a lack of patience in the healing process while you wait for your person to heal, or while they wait for you to heal this. But let's look at the future. Oops, resume. Let's look at the future direction. Where is this headed between the two of you with the Four of Cups? Tell me about the future direction of this connection between Gemini and their person. With the Four of Cups, please. Where is this headed between Gemini and this person? Tell me more. Alright. Two. Knight of Swords again. I see the Knight of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, with the Three of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody trying, communicating, something to attempt to heal. But I don't know if there's a misunderstanding here, or poor communication. Something said in the wrong way or at the wrong time, or both, that actually hurts regardless of the intent behind it. Like, we're coming in with the intent to heal with the Three of Swords in the reverse, to heal the damage that was done, but with the Four of Cups, it's like either somebody is not interested in hearing what the other person has to say, or they misconstrue, misinterpret what you meant, or they meant, whoever it is that's coming in with the communication here. I think it's like a very strong, opinionated, or just loud, here is my truth, but it comes across in the wrong way to this, whoever's receiving this. It's like maybe they feel misunderstood or unheard. I don't think it's done intentionally, but that's the way it's coming across. Tell me one more with the Knight of Swords and the Four of Cups for the future direction of this. Okay, Page of Pentacles. It does open a doorway here, but it's not like it's something that is easy. It's not a simple fix. It's something that you'd have to learn as you go. It would be a slow process. It would be a learning process. And it would need time. Whoever's receiving this needs time. The Knight of Swords doesn't like to give anybody time. They just want to rush in and fix things, and then this other person is looking at it and trying to examine it. They are coming, whoever's coming in here is coming in with the intent to heal it, to confront it, to acknowledge. But I do feel like the receiving end of this is either not content with the delivery, or there's something about how they came in, when they came in, why they came in that is... This person needs time to evaluate, to process. Let me look at that Page of Pentacles. Tell me about that Page of Pentacles. I think it is opening the door back up, but it doesn't come without knocking twice or 3 times. Tell me about that Page of Pentacles for the future direction of this between Gemini and this person, please. Clarify that Page of Pentacles. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's opening up a door. But I feel like whoever is trying to fix things, and I feel like this is probably you. Okay, this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy towards maybe an earth or a water sign. It doesn't even have to be, it could be a fellow air or a fire sign. But it is opening the door, but they go at their own pace, and it's not something that can be rushed or forced. It does open the door. Tell me about what action is this person most likely to take towards Gemini with that 8 of Wands. What action is this person most likely to make towards Gemini? What action can Gemini expect this person to take towards them with that 8 of Wands, please? I really don't like taking 2, though. We do 1 at a time. It's almost like they're laying down ground rules. Like, before I even begin this with you, or restart this with you, this is... But let me see. Tell me about that 8 of Wands, please. For what action? No, 1 at a time, not 3 or 4. What action will this person most likely make? 1. Weaver energy there. Yeah, it's like setting down ground rules. They are. They may be trying to balance things, rebalance, make a fair, impartial, unbiased communication or movement towards that. Tell me one more with Justice and the 8 of Wands for what action this person's most likely to take towards Gemini. One more with Justice and the 8 of Wands, please. Okay, I usually don't take 2, but in this case I'm going to. Yeah. They want to move towards creating stability again. Now, you could interpret this as they take you to court. But I think this is moving something forward. Sure. What are we doing with that Eight of Wands? What are we communicating here? What are we communicating here? It's like Four of Wands. It could have something to do with a home situation, a marriage. Okay, tell me about justice. Tell me about justice, please. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Making sure that whatever they attach themselves to you with you is fair this time around. They're seeking equality, reciprocity, equal effort, and they're only going to accept something that they feel secure with. They're not going to settle for anything less than certainty on your part, certainty on a direction that this will take. They want to ground something here. It's like they want you to level with them. They want to know with certainty that you want to build before they're interested. Some of them may be taking you to court over a family situation or a home situation or even possibly a business situation. But the stronger message I'm getting here is that these are my boundaries, or these are my prerequisites. It has to be this way. You have to be level. You have to level with me. You have to be on board. And I have to know that we're moving towards a similar future. Alright, so let's look at the most probable outcome. What is the most probable outcome between Gemini and this person with the Wheel of Fortune? What is the most probable outcome here between this person and Gemini? Okay. Three of Wands. No longer waiting. Maybe something coming in that you've been waiting for, not having to wait. Or it is, I'm no longer waiting. Tell me one more with the Three of Wands. Tell me one more with the Three of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. One more with the Three of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, please. For the most probable outcome between Gemini. Okay. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like somebody's not, they're not waiting for chance or fate. They're not waiting to see how the dice rolls or the cards fall. They're going to keep to what they know, and that's what I was getting from their energy, is they know the safe bet. If you can convince them that you are a safe bet, but I'm getting this energy of like, I'm not waiting to find out from you. This could be you, like you're no longer waiting, because you are the one that is struggling with your feelings towards this person. So you may also be the one that's like, I know, I know my heart. I know what my gut is telling me. And I'm not going to wait for things to play out and hope that it gets better. Tell me about that Wheel of Fortune. Which way does that fall? Most likely. Most likely outcome of that Wheel of Fortune. Tell me about that. I'm going to be honest, it doesn't look like we're making moves to right this. Tell me, Three of Wands tried to come out again. Cups. Okay. So there's some suspension here, but it does look like it does move in a good direction. However, somebody's got some proving to do, or somebody needs to let something go in order for this to go anywhere. And you know, the challenge here was in forgiveness and patience and healing. But somebody here is still holding on to a grudge or not letting something go. There is movement. There's the potential for movement in a good direction between the two of you. But it's a lack of patience and a lack of letting go. That your challenge here is showing up here. And depending on how you play your cards, with Wheel of Fortune, it can be good or bad. But it looks like you're tending towards old tendencies here, whether that's you, or them, or the both of you. Somebody's still not letting go. It could be both of you. They're not letting go of what was done. You're not letting go of the maybe. Okay, so let's look at the overall energy. What is the overall energy here with the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, specifically Taurus, does not have to be. Tell me about the overall energy of this connection between Gemini and this person. What's the overall theme with the King of Pentacles, please? Nine of Swords, King of Pentacles. One more. The Nine of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Nine of Swords and the King of Pentacles, please. Nine of Swords and the King of Pentacles for the overall energy of the connection between Gemini and this person. Again on the bottom with the Hermit. It's like never figuring out what it is that holds value, holds the most value. Whether that's you, them, or the both of you. You stay stuck in your head. You stay stressed out. You need time to sort this out, but I'm not convinced that either you'll give each other the right time, amount of time that you need, or if there is the time. Tell me about that King of Pentacles. Somebody has a clear vision of what they want when it comes to long-term commitment, family, stability, what they want to grow. And one person might be still trying to figure it out with the Hermit, or they're trying to show you the way, or you're trying to show them the way, but I'm honestly getting more so this is their end. They know what they want. They're trying to guide you to what they think you should want. It doesn't mean that it necessarily aligns with you, though. And that may be why you're struggling so much, because it looks good. You know, it reads good on paper, but it doesn't, it might not actually match what you have come to learn about yourself. And that's the struggle here. Is their vision of the future actually what I want, even though other people might see it? Look at that, Judgment twice. Somebody has a very, yeah, that's what I'm getting. Somebody already has a very solid picture of the future. Somebody else is challenged there, either by this person's version or by what they actually want for their own. And that's the biggest challenge overall. Like, some of these challenges and the things that have gone may have been a symptom of the greater cause, and then it's that these two people have not, they're not on the same page. They've yet to reach that momentous conclusion that yes, we are building towards a similar goal, long-term goal here. Yeah. It's about balancing up so that you can progress. You could reach it. There's definite possibility here. You had a very strong strength, but you also had a pretty significant challenge. You have to go through this challenge to get to your strength, which was the King of Swords, the Empress, and the Page of Swords underneath these guys. You guys could grow something really beautiful here. But yeah, overall that is your reading, Gemini. Let me know in the comment section if this resonated for you. Feel free to share, like, and or subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you that has watched either part 1 and then part 2, or just this one, only a few minutes, or the entirety. Every little bit of support is greatly appreciated. What else? Oh yeah, no, I already said that. Sorry, I'm tired, and I got a little one, well, 2 little ones that are sick, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll hopefully catch you on the next one. If not, thank you, and you guys have a great rest of your week.